Hey there, Bryant Cook, and today we're playing Elemental Cascade with Glimpse of Tomorrow. I've actually played this deck once before, so if you're interested in checking out that video, you can find it in the card above. But today we're playing a slightly different list. The last time that I played this deck, it had Risen Reef in it, which, well, I might have messed up some triggers. Today it's become a little bit easier with this tireless provisioner that creates clue tokens, food tokens, or a treasure token. How about that? I thought it was just food. My bad. Or treasure token whenever a land would enter the battlefield, because that has landfall. You learn something every day, especially when you read cards like I am for the first time. So the idea behind this deck, and whoops, is that we're going to play Glimpse of Tomorrow. And we play this card because you might notice it doesn't have a casting cost, right? So we play it off of the Cascade from Violent Outburst and Charlotte's Agent. And then Glimpse of Tomorrow is basically just Warped World, where we're going to shuffle all of our permanents into our library and spit out new permanents. And we want to keep on doing this and creating card advantage. So we're going to make tokens with the Seasoned Pyromancer, Tireless Provisioner, and the Wavesifter. So we get permanents that make more permanents, and you basically keep on casting Glimpse of Tomorrow. You can essentially flash it back with Goblin Dark Dwellers to keep on accumulating items until eventually you can win the game with a bunch of Goblin tokens with haste. So that's the idea here. This deck is really wild. I hope you enjoy it. Probably not a great intro on my part, but you'll see how it works if you just stick around and watch round number one. So thank you to Garrett Yaki, aka Dragon Day Dragon, who's a terrific supporter of this channel and a member of our Combo Cabal. Garrett is using their monthly $50 tier for this free donation deck, plus tons of other sweet perks. So if you're interested, definitely check out our Combo Cabal for free donation decks, much like Garrett. That's enough shilling. Why don't we hop right on into match number one, and I will see you there. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. That said, there's no better way of showing your support than becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks, and we get to keep making combo content. The perks get better and better each level you go up. They also stack. To start off, with our Storm Fan tier, you unlock our private members section of our Discord, which comes with a highlighted user profile and then some awesome badges and emotes for YouTube. Looking for Cyborg help? Become a Stormtrooper, our middle tier, for 2 Cyborg guides of your deck choice every single month, on top of 50% off donation decks. Did we mention you also get 10% off merchandise from our shop? With our top tier, the Combo Cabal, you get a free donation deck every single month, 15% off merchandise from our shop, early access to private deck lists, and the most valuable perk in my opinion, videos early. That's right, you heard it, early access to all videos. But maybe sweet perk, secret deck list, early access to videos isn't for you, but you'd still like to show your appreciation. Make sure to check out theepicstorm.com/shop for card singles and Storm swag. Please don't forget to use your membership discounts. Finally, if you want to see your combo deck here on this very YouTube channel, make sure to visit theepicstorm.com/donation decks, where all you have to do is attach your TXT file and pick a donation tier. With our Epic tier, you can even join me in a video to showcase your bold brew in person and explain the ins and outs of your strategy. Card availability won't be an issue due to our new sponsor, Card Hoarder. With Card Hoarder, renting is super easy. If you're looking to get into Magic Online, there isn't a better, more affordable solution than Card Hoarder. Fun fact, you can rent the Epic Storm for 7 tickets a week, which is just a great deal. There are many ways you can support us. Just pick whatever is best for you. In the meantime, let's play some Magic. Welcome to match one. We're on the draw, and we don't have a second land, which makes this hand a mulligan in my opinion. So we're going to ship this. Opposite problems, too many lands, no cascade spells. I guess we do have something that makes a permanent. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Should I go to 5? I think we go to 5. And this is just the best hand we've had so far. So we're going to keep this. I think I get rid of a fetch. I don't have strong opinions here. Actually, it doesn't work like that. Damn. I guess it worked if we had Violent Outburst instead of the Charlotte's Agent. I was thinking that we could respond to the Fury sacrifice with Cascade. That's not how that works. Channeler. So my aggressive mulligan might not work in this matchup. Well, there's the red spell. Let's just play Stomping Ground and pass the turn. So we're slightly protected from a discard spell here, just because we drew the second Cascade spell. Alright. Bloodstained Mire. So they're Shadow. They're going to draw off Bobble, and we'll take our turn. I think we're supposed to hang on to the Triumph. Dress down, okay. A little bit weird. I mean, that they're cycling it here at least, because they could shut down my combo turn with a dress down. I guess they don't know that I'm the elemental deck in their defense. Expressive Iteration. So it looks like we're going to have a window to Cascade on our turn, because they won't have Drown in the Lockup. So what I'm really hoping for is that we draw a red card that I can pitch to Fury. They found Thoughtseize off the Iteration. That's a bummer. So we still have at least one Cascade spell, but this Thoughtseize stings. Okay. I wonder if the correct pick is actually just Fury. Wow, they left me with the best two cards. So if I draw a red card here, this is going to be good. Draw. And come on, quit doing this to me. Another agent. Okay. So let's grab the island. No need to hurt ourselves here. Green. Actually, I think I'm probably supposed to play this. We'll get rid of their channeler. I don't know if it actually matters. I'm not an expert with this deck, by the way. This is literally my second time playing it, and my first time was pretty ugly. So we're going to cast Glimpse here. We have 3 permanents being shuffled in. Come on, give me 3 killers. Not quite. It's sort of a bummer, honestly. Damn. Alright, pass the turn. Maybe I wasn't supposed to cast Fury in hindsight? I don't know. Now they have a Shadow and another Shadow. Jeez. Draw. I think I just pass here. Red for Lightning Bolt, Unholy Heat. Okay. Don't think we're getting this one anymore. Throw the plant in front, I guess. So they can shock themselves here and go to 6 life. So I'll take 7. Yeah, I just don't know how we would come back from here. Draw. Well, that doesn't do it. Okay, game 2. Alright, so we definitely want the Leyline of Sanctities. Let's fix this. Card view. Leyline of Sanctity. What gets sided, or yeah, what gets sided out? Maybe the Omnaths? Like 1 Provisioner? I'm not an expert here. These seem like reasonable choices. Let's try it out. It feels so embarrassing just because I have no clue what I'm doing here. Like, I am just playing a deck with 0 base knowledge. Okay, game 2, we're on the play. Let's see if we can do better than that first game. This hand just doesn't do anything. So this has Leyline, but the rest of it's garbage. Go to 5. Sure. Bottom Glimpse and Adawara. Alright. Try and pass. Blood Crypt. Ragavan. Okay. So we take 2 going to 18. Wooded Foothills was the card exiled. 2 mana for Iteration. Bobble. They still have a land drop. There's the land. Okay. Draw. I think I'm supposed to just jam Outburst. I could be wrong, but I don't know. 3 permanents being shuffled in. Okay, so let's discard these 2 and keep the extra Cascade spell. Interesting, they shocked. Do they have a bolt? They do. Alright, so I think we want to keep the Violent Outburst. Alright, we have to pass. Expressive Iteration again. Unholy Heat. Yeah. I mean, this deck is just so good. Yep. Alright, draw. Garden, that's not too bad. Get in there. And pass. So we're just looking to draw land 3 for this Violent Outburst. Although, by the time we can cast this, they're probably going to have a Drown in the lockup. Luris, okay. Land. Just pass the turn. Looks like they're casting Luris here, but... Okay, I was going to say they couldn't cast Ragavan the way that they were going to tap. Bobble, sure. So we just need a land here. We could potentially be back in this game. I'll take 5. And they're going to shock. Now they have Drown in the Lock back up. I don't know why, but I'm going to fetch. I don't want them knowing my top card. Like, technically, it's slightly worse odds at hitting my land, I'm aware. So I want a red source here. Get Triome. Come on, deck, please. Give me that land. Technically a land, but a slow land. I guess it's better than not drawing one. Bobbles back. Channeler. Okay. Bobble. Dash Monkey, okay. They're just hard representing Drown in the Lock. Like, I don't think I'm supposed to jam this, but I could be wrong. And I have to block at least the Shadow. I'm going to take 5 going to 4. Yeah, I definitely feel like they have a Violent Outburst. Or have a Drown in the Lock. Wavesifter. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do here is pass, and then on their turn block, and then Violent Outburst. Okay. I'm dead to a Lightning Bolt. I'm assuming that they have 1 Drown. Ah, damn it. Okay. Play the Glimpse, have it get countered. Cry myself to sleep. Made it resolved? Really? Where do I want this damage to go? Do I kill the Luris? Or the Channeler when I'm at? I think I killed the Channeler. Actually, I have a flying blocker now. I think it's just the Luris. Sure, let's do this. I can't believe that the Glimpse of Tomorrow resolved. Like, actually just baffled. Alright, so we get to make clues here off the Wavesifter, so I'll draw a card, and if I get lucky and... so they have another Unholy Heat, so I'm going to go to 1 here. But if I get lucky and draw like a basic mountain... Wait, they're killing the... That's interesting. Maybe they didn't realize that this has flying? I don't think I actually have an untapped red source in my deck, but that changed with them not killing the Wavesifter. Dash Monkey. Alright, so we have to block. Alright, now I need to draw a red source. I think I'm actually just dead. I don't think I'm going to be able to come back from this. I don't think there's a basic mountain, but I'd be happy to be wrong. Another ley line. Okay, draw. If only your life total was higher. Yeah, they got me. Alright, 0 and 1. If you haven't joined them already, I would recommend opening up our description down below and joining our 7 social media networks. They're each great in their own way, but I would strongly suggest joining our Discord server. In there, you will find others just like you looking to improve their Storm game and grow as a combo community. If you're a member of our YouTube channel, you should sync your account to Discord to unlock our private member section that has the latest and greatest deck lists, concepts, and much, much more. Let's get back to comboing out. Alright, match number 2, and this is a much better opening hand than anything we saw in match 1. Reveal our Chancellor, okay. We have a Goblin. A Phyrexian Goblin. Valakut, so they're likely on Belcher. Okay, let's get in there. If they turn 3 us, there's not a whole lot that I can do about it. Shatter Skull, okay. And it looks like they're passing the turn here. Okay, so we're going to evoke Wavesifter and then try to Cascade combo next turn. Grab that island. Grabbing the island here essentially just protects us from Blood Moon, which is a card that the Belcher deck can play. Why couldn't we have this draw in match 1? So if you've made it this far, thank you. But through the analytics, we find out that a lot of people drop off after the first match and they don't actually watch most of the video. So it's always best to showcase what your deck does in the first match rather than later on. But I'm just a little bit disappointed that we're here, probably about to get belched, but this hand is very good. Ooh, they're Valakut Awakening. Okay. So we will get to do our thing a little bit. Draw. Okay. I need a mountain. I guess I don't need a mountain. Alright. Charlotte's Agent. Because everything's getting shuffled back in, there's no need to deal myself 2 damage. Yes, I would love to cast Glimpse. Okay. Draw a card. When a land enters, gain 4. Agent. So now we're going to fetch and make some more mana. Grab a red source. And by grabbing the red source here, it gives us 5 mana, which means that I can Dark Dwellers again into the Glimpse. And we'll cast the Glimpse. Ooh, Double Fury. Honestly, that wasn't that good. Okay. Okay. Let's play the Provisioner and pass the turn. A little bit of a letdown there. So next turn we have 6, 12, 15 damage. So we're representing lethal right now. Pyretic Ritual into Ironcrag Feet. So this just has to be a Belcher, right? Like, why are they taking so long? They can only cast one more spell. Maybe it's just bad internet connection. Sorry. You might have noticed that I didn't announce the Pyretic once it was cast, because I was looking at something else because our opponent was deep in the tank. And now they have 7 mana floating. Please don't take 3 minutes to cast a Belcher and kill me. Okay, so they've cast Shatter Skull Smashing. That wasn't enough, and then they just conceded. Okay, I'll take a win. Alright, so we definitely want these ley lines, because they stop Belcher from belching me. We can take out Fury, because this is not a Fury matchup. Honestly, I'm not even sure if it's an Omnath matchup, but yeah. I think this is fine. Game 2 on the draw. This seems like a reasonable hand. Opponent mulliganing to 5. Leyline. Draw. Alright, Triumph pass. Sorry, this might have been cut out. I didn't narrate when they played the Spikefield Cave. Alright, Seagate Reborn. Draw. Okay, another Leyline, not ideal. And we're going to grab a basic forest here and play the Wavesifter. And evoke. Alright, I have 2 clues. Pass the turn. Manamorphose. Shatter Skull, okay. Tap, so it looks like they might be passing here. And they are, okay. No recross the paths this turn. Draw. A leyline number 3. I'm really good at drawing the ley lines, that's for sure. Alright, so let's grab... I don't think it matters. Stomping Ground, why not? And red... Seasoned Pyromancer, and we'll discard a pair of leyline here. Maybe I should keep one around just in case I cascade one away, and then I want to be able to get another. Alright, passing for now at least. Uh-oh, Force of Vigor. Am I dead? I might be dead. And I thought I was safe. Okay, so I can play another leyline on my turn. It's going to come up as relevant. Draw. Ouch. White mana, and make my opponent cry. Leyline. Okay. Get in there. I think that we don't actually want to cascade now, because it just gives our opponent an opportunity to win. And I think next turn I'm probably just casting the Omnath, even if I drew a cascade card. Belching our creatures, love it. Oh, they get to stack their deck this way. That's cute, I like that. So let's see what they have. Veil of Summer... Recross. They do have another Force of Vigor they can put on top. So that's actually pretty good for them. I didn't consider that as like another way of stacking your deck. That's interesting. So we might be the ones that are screwed here. Maybe I do want to draw a Cascade spell. And then they can make a Reforge pile that... Do they actually have an... Oh no, they have the Force of Vigor, that's right. But they can't do that until my turn. So if they have a green card in hand, they just draw Force, and then upkeep Vigor me, and then Belch me. Okay, let's see what happens. Draw. Colony Garden. Alright, I think we're supposed to just play the Omnath. Okay. Another Omnath. Alright, so we're dead to Force of Vigor. And I need to draw a Cascade spell. And they did not build a Reforge pile, so I think that means that I'm just dead in my upkeep. So they draw Force of Vigor, they destroy my ley line, and then Belch me. Draw. Interesting. They didn't kill me. The problem with drawing Agent is maybe I should attack first. Maybe they'll Belch Omnath. I'm dead if I don't reveal another ley line off the Charlotte's Agent. Alright, let's attack. They're at 8. I only have 1 blue land, so I can't Wavesifter into Charlotte's Agent. Alright, this didn't work out that well. Charlotte's Agent. I'm just going to remove my own ley line so that way they can just Belch me. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Ooh, I hit the other ley line. How about that? Okay. Yes. Yes. I don't know if I actually want to glimpse. Because I know that my other ley line's on the bottom of my deck. And then... Okay, so I don't think I want to play the glimpse here. Okay, so now we get a bunch of triggers. Treasure token. Maybe attacking was wrong. Maybe that's where I messed up, was attack, and I shouldn't have attacked. I know that my bottom card, on the bottom of my deck is the other ley line, so I think I'm just dead if I Cascade again, so maybe I just pass the turn. Yeah, let's just pass. I mean, I have lethal. If they have the Force of Vigor, they have Force of Vigor. Why is this better than casting Reforge? Strange. They could have built a Reforge pile that also killed me, and they just didn't. Okay, yeah, they got it. So, do I want to board in Foundation Breakers after that? And remove these? I don't know. I feel like Omnath is just better on average. Alright, I'm just gonna keep it the way it was. And I guess technically we had the out of drawing Adawara or Beseiju at some point, and we just didn't. Sure. Alright, Colony Garden passed the turn. I think, I don't know, there's a few points in that game where I might have messed up in game 2. Like, attacking first, hoping that they belched, I think was a mistake, because I took myself off of the combo win. But, like, how was I supposed to know that they built a Valakut Awakening pile? That made no sense. I don't know. Because, like, a Reforge pile would have done the same thing. Draw. Play the Adawara, and then Wavesift. Pass the turn. Secluded Cave, okay. All right, we get a turn. Shardless Agent. Glimpse of Tomorrow. Oh, I stacked it wrong. Because I could have gotten 2 more here. Damn it. I'm a dummy. Damn. I'm just like not used to playing this deck. Alright, so they have land 3. 4 mana. Belcher. So then I'm just dead to Force of Vigor again. I have 9, 10, 11. Wow, I actually lost by the trigger. The trigger is going to cost me this game. Because if I had made 2 more goblins last turn, this would be lethal. It's heartbreaking. So the reason it would have been lethal is 2 more would have gotten in this turn and 2 more would have gotten in last turn as well. They can Force of Vigor me in my upkeep and then belch me before I can attack for lethal. Opponent says, good games. We got lucky. That's what I'll say here. I didn't deserve this win, but we are 1-1. Playing your favorite combo deck in Paper just got so much easier with the Epic Storm Mini Token Pack. You can pick one up at theepicstorm.com/shop for $13. It includes 64 double-sided mini tokens. That's 128 tokens total. And they include 10 black, 10 blue, 10 red, 5 green, 5 white, 3 colorless, 20 storm counters. That means that you can count your way all the way up to 20 for Grape Shot, everyone's favorite Stormwind condition, a Galvanic Relay Exile Indicator, 4 treasure tokens for Strike It Rich, and then 10 monk tokens for our vintage friends. It also has Slime Time Live, Ave Progenitor Ooze tokens with the power and toughness already built in to make playing in Paper so much easier. No fumbling around with dice. We've got you covered. Make sure to go grab those if you're playing Modern. And then Squirrels versus Goblins, Chatterstorm versus Empty the Warrens, the Battle of the Ages. You definitely need 20 Squirrel tokens and 20 Goblin tokens. You're going to love this mini token pack, I promise. And once again, you can grab that at theepicstorm.com/shop. Match 3, we're on the play. Sure. Keep Colony Garden Pass. Spiral off into Ragavan. Okay. Draw. Garden Pass. I think I'm just going to let the Ragavan connect. I'd rather have another permanent to Cascade away. And they're going to play it slow. So, oh, that's a bummer. I think we just play the Tireless Provisioner here. Pass the turn. Womp womp. No blocks. Nice invasion basic though. Respect. My Omnath. I can even cast it. They're wisely going to choose not to though. Let's try to pitch cast this Fury. See if this eats a counter spell. Archmage's Charm, and it does. Alright, so that opened up a window for our Shardless Agent. Grab that basic island, and let's cast it. And a bolt, okay. And Shardless for 5. No. Alright, so I did it correctly this time. And now we get Hasty Goblins. Move into combat and get in there. Hiya. Look at me learning from my mistakes. Consider into Murktide. You have a giant Murktide. Draw. Another Glimpse. That's actually the last Glimpse, so I cannot Cascade again. Unless I play Dark Dwellers into the one in the graveyard. So if I swing out here, they eat the Chancellor here. And then they take 2, 4, 6, 10, assuming that they play poorly. Geez. So if I attack in the air, or well, if I don't attack, let's say I just pass here. And then they swing in the air. I go to 8, and then next turn I'm dead to a burn spell. So I don't think I want to fetch here. And let's say they trade. Let's say they block these two. And then take 8. Yeah, it's really not that good of a trade. I think I'm supposed to swing out and just hope for the best. I know that it's like not a great line, but I don't think we win this game by being patient either. I expected this to happen. Let's see what else they do. Okay, so they're going to take 8. All right, so they're taking 7. Which means that we're still in the same spot where I'm dead if they have a burn spell or another way to deal me 1 damage. Land. All right, they're just getting in there. Draw. So we get in for 7 and they go to 1. Okay, let's see the final result. Draw 2 with the Archmage's Charm, makes sense. Another Murktide is actually lethal here. Alright, so they're attacking, I'm going to 1, so they need a burn spell. They have 4 Lightning Bolt in their deck and they've used 2 of them. Hey, we got it, nice. Okay. So I think this is a matchup where I definitely want the disputes. I think we could probably side in the Teferis here as well. But the question is, what do we board out? Maybe the Omnaths? They seem a little clunky here. And then we need 4 more cards. Is it just the Provisioners? I'm not an expert. Let's try this out. I'm still 1 card over. I don't know. How am I supposed to know what I'm doing here? Maybe shave a Chancellor? Let's try this. Alright, so we're going to glimpse it tomorrow the hard way? Is that the plan here? Alright, Steam Vincent or Channeler, not Ragavan. Okay. Pass. So drawing this means that I think we're supposed to Wavesifter on 2. Mill's Counterspell. Ooh, it looks like they missed their land. That might be why. And they did. Alright, another copy of Dispute. Let's just Wavesift. Whoops, undo. Alright, Wavesifter. Evoke it. Get 2 clues and pass. Consider again. Milling Ragavan. Still no land. Alright, so I'm wondering if I should suspend Glimpse here or if that's just like not the right play. I also don't mind Wavesifting again. You know what? I'm going to go for the big play. I'm going to just Cascade. We have 5 hits. Gotta believe. Alright, Glimpse it tomorrow for 5. Like I said, gotta believe. So yes, yes. Trigger correctly this time. Discard 2, we'll discard the Glimpse. And our opponent's just going to concede. 2-1, look at us now. Hey, you're still watching. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. If you're looking to make a purchase from Card Hoarder, TCG Player, or Amazon and are looking to support us, you can open up our description down below, and in there you will find our affiliate links. Those same links are found on the homepage of the Epic Storm. But that's not all. We've included a Card Hoarder button on our website that will load the Epic Storm in your Card Hoarder cart to make life simple for you. Match number 4, we're on the draw, and this hand is trash, so we're going to put it back. Okay, this could potentially be a turn 3. I think we try this out. Alright, let's get rid of a Dark Dwellers. Chancellor, reveal, Cavern. Okay, and then we can pitch the Chancellor to the Cavern. We just have to draw a land now. Alright. Oh, come on. Do you hate fun? Is that what this is about? Chalice players are the worst. Alright, Colony Garden. Does our deck even have a way of beating Chalice in game 1? We don't have main deck to Fairy. I think it's just like hard cast creatures and attack, which is pretty boring. Yeah, they're just on Eldrazi Tron. Draw. Alright, I'm going to pick this one up. Even though our hand is pretty good, it ended up not working out. Let's go to game 2. So we definitely want the Force of Vigors, Foundation Breakers. I mean, we could board into Fairy. I don't know how I feel about that, but it's something we could do. I think this is not an Omnath matchup. Let's get rid of the Tireless Provisioners. And then bring in a couple copies of Teferi. Or actually, I want all 3 Teferi, screw it. Let's get rid of a Dark Dwellers. Let's try this out. Alright. Keep. Oh, we had the lands. I keep on forgetting about those. I mean, we weren't winning that game anyway. Like, the situation we were in, we were not going to win. They were about to have Tron. Opponent mulligans to 5. Alright, Triumph, pass the turn. Temple. Map, okay. Chalice, classic. Alright, draw. I think we just play Garden and pass. Like, you could play Temple and then kill the Chalice now, but I think I want to try to build up a few extra permanents before I Cascade. Draw. And we can just play this tapped. So even if they thought not seer me now, I have 2 Cascade effects, which is pretty good. And they didn't use the map, wow. And now they're using map. Maybe they just wanted a draw step to look. Or is this Saga? Okay. So there is a downside here, and that downside is we're about to give them a waste. So there's a card you can cast off waste, and I don't even want to say it out loud, but I'm going to anyway. Warping Whale, which could counter our Glimpse. And they don't have one in their deck, so we don't have to worry about that. Draw. Colony Garden, welcome to the party. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for giving me another permanent. So we're going to do something pretty cool here. We're going to cast Fury and then respond to the sacrifice trigger. Okay. Red, green, and cast this Violent Outburst. So we get 7 permanents. Dismember, sure. So we get 6 permanents. Glimpse of Tomorrow. Yes. Okay. All right, and now we get to Violent Outburst again. Stomping Ground. Okay. Getting to do the thing. Cast Glimpse. So we're going to get to Glimpse again. I didn't mean to auto yield. Let's turn that off. All right, and our opponent's just going to concede. Good enough for me. And now we're on to game number 3. Just gonna resubmit. This seems pretty reasonable. Let's try it. We don't have an answer to Chalice, but I think this hand is fine. Right on time, Gemstone Caverns. Right on time. Okay. 3 mana. Matter Reshaper, you got it. Draw. Colony Garden, pass the turn. So Thought-Knot Seer can discard or remove our Violent Outburst, which is kind of a bummer, and then we'll need to draw a blue source for the Shardless Agent. And there it is. Yep. So Outburst gone, and we need to draw a blue source. We'll take 3 down to 17. Draw. No dice. Pass the turn. Saga, okay. We're gonna take 7 down to 10 life. Come on, deck. Give me a hit. Draw. Another Colony Garden. Pass the turn. So they have enough for Smasher this turn if they have it. I'm just gonna go to 3. Come on, deck, please. Okay. So now let's blow these two. And I have to chump block. Blast Zone doesn't do anything here. Alright, and they're getting in. I have to block, so let's do what we have to. And then we have 1 draw step to hit. It cannot be a fetch land. I guess it could be a fetch land. We have a basic island in our deck. Draw. That doesn't do it. That's so disappointing. Alright, we are now 2-2. If you're looking for more great Magic the Gathering content, definitely check out the Eternal Glory podcast. It is myself, Bryant Cook, alongside Brian Koval and Phil Gallagher. We primarily discuss Legacy. That said, a lot of what we talk about transcends all formats. We're available on all major podcast platforms. The final match. We're on the draw. I think I'm going to keep this. It's not the best hand because we don't have a Cascade creature, but we could just do the old-fashioned Suspend Glimpse sort of thing. I don't know. It seems fine enough. Elves. Okay. It's been a long time since I faced this deck in Modern. Draw. Alright, so I think we are going to go on the old-fashioned Suspend plan first. So I'm going to get 2 red sources into play, Suspend Glimpse, and then start playing my Colony Gardens and Wavesifters. Okay, 3 mana. That's the Arch Druid. Draw. Alright. Now I'm getting punished for playing the Stomping Ground on turn 1. Was I actually supposed to? I don't know. Alright, I'm just gonna play Wavesifter. I think that this is probably the right play, but who knows. So the reason that I think that this is actually correct, even though I didn't think about it first, is that you're basically just like leaving yourself the ability to high roll. So if you draw an untapped land next turn, you can Cascade, which is sweet, and you have those extra clue tokens. If you don't, you can play Colony Garden as a backup. But if you play Colony Garden first, you don't give yourself the opportunity to high roll into an untapped land. So I think that's why this is actually the correct choice. Verdant Catacombs, okay. 4 cards in hand. I will take 2. 17. And they're just passing. Wow. I guess they might have collected company. That would be the reason why. And I did not high roll. We drew another Colony Garden, so we actually just have to pass here. Incoming collected company. 3 mana, 4 mana, and there's the company. Not that impactful, but, you know, that is playing collected company. I've played it a lot in my life. I played the black-green version of the standard deck quite a bit. It was a very good deck. War Master, okay. Still 4 cards in hand. Elvish Mystic, sure. Westvale Abbey. Westvale Abbey was actually in that company deck I used to play in Standard, so it's kind of cool to see it back. Ormondal or Amondal, whatever you want to call it. So they have the demon in play. Sure. Alright, so they're telling me I need to win this turn. Challenge accepted. Let's play Charlotte's Agent. Glimpse of Tomorrow. Would I like to pay 2 life? I guess it's pretty free for me to say no to the first one. And then yes. Okay. So this deals 4, so we'll do 1. So we'll split it like this. Then Fury. This thing's indestructible, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll do 2 and 2 again. And then auto yield here. Treasure tokens. So many treasures. Okay. Seasoned Pyromancer, discard the Glimpse. And Colony Garden, I guess? They're at 26. When it enters, make a bunch of goblins. So we have 8 mana, 9 mana. I guess me casting this actually doesn't do a whole lot. So I think instead what I'm going to do is Dark Dwellers. Okay, and then we get back Glimpse. And cast the Glimpse. We get a whole bunch of permanents again. Okay, so... No, I wanted the Chancellor. Whoops. Okay, well, I guess it was only a Chancellor trigger. It's fine. Seasoned Pyromancer. Wavesifter. We'll do treasure tokens. This is sweet. I wish there was a faster way of doing this, but you actually have to click on treasure token each time. Right? Yeah, you don't get to auto yield to what the decision. Pretty bananas though. We can get rid of these 2, I guess. I'm gonna keep the Chancellor around. Okay. Chancellor triggers. Colony Garden. And now... Oh no, I didn't mean to fetch. Whoops. Let's not do that again. My bad. That would have been very bad. Whoops. Okay. Chancellor. All the things. Now let's go to combat. Hiya! As it should be. Look at all those Phyrexian goblins. Get out of here, Ormondal or Amondal, however you say it. Is there an R? It is Ormondal. Okay. I felt like that was the way I used to say it, but I wasn't sure. Well, that was sweet. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. All right, just for me. Okay. We're facing elves. I mean, we saw a bunch of black lands, so they probably have Thoughtseize in their sideboard. I think it's like sort of free to side and ley lines personally, and we can get rid of the Omnaths. We need one more card. Is it crazy to board out a land? I don't know. I'm gonna board out a land, don't judge me. It's fine. Keep. Alright, our opponent's taking a mulligan to 5. We're gonna play Gemstone Caverns into play and exile this Wooded Foothills. Overgrown Tomb, and they're passing the turn. Draw. Dark Dwellers, okay. So we have a decision to make next turn on whether or not we play the Tireless Provisioner or the Shardless Agent to start trying to win. And I think it really depends on what happens on our opponent's second turn. If they have another do-nothing turn here, I am more inclined to play the Provisioner. They revealed Elvish Warmaster. Okay, I think I'm going to play the Provisioner then. Okay. Let's provision. Abrupt Decay. Alright. So we still get to Cascade next turn with an additional 2 permanents in play, so it's fine. Draw. Okay, so now we Shardless Agent. 6 permanents. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, why not? It's pretty free. What a green. And ooh, I stacked it wrong. Because now I'm not getting 2 extra things. Damn it. Ah, that's my own fault. It happened again. I wasn't paying attention and I got punished. So stupid. Alright. I should learn how to play this deck better. Like, I'm still in this, it's just I should be further ahead. Heritage Druid. Draw. So even if I make a treasure, I can't play anything this turn, so I'm not supposed to pay the life here. Treasure token. And let's just crash. Hiya. Alright, no blocks. Now our opponent's at 5. And a concession. So we finished this league 3-2. Honestly, I'll take that as a victory because I'm pretty sure my last time playing this deck, it was much, much, much worse. I could have played this better. I didn't play perfectly today, but this deck is really powerful. I don't really have any thoughts on the deck list that I was given by Garrett. Garrett, thanks again for your donation deck. I do appreciate it. I mean, this seems like a powerful list. I'm not an expert by any means, so I don't really want to give any feedback, but I do appreciate you donating to the channel. Thanks for watching. Keep storming. Have a great day. Hey, Bryant Cook here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, but also follow the social media channels down below. If you want to support this content directly, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/shop. And if you need a little bit of assistance with the Epic Storm to get to that next level, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/tutoring. Don't worry, there's more great content coming right up.